All right. What's happening, everybody? Welcome, everybody, one and all, to the very famous YouTube channel, but not really, Paid to Drive. I hope you guys are having a great one out there. In today's video, for those of you who are new to my channel, or those of you who are out there looking to be a delivery driver with UberEATS, today I wanted to go over a few of the sign up process, and basically give you a crash course as to how it works and what you can expect and things you should know. So what's going on to everybody who's here as a live stream? So Derek Thomas, Jesse Carroll, got a whole bunch of people here. But guys, if you are already a driver for Grubhub, for UberEATS, for Postmates, for DoorDash, for Caviar, for Instacart, for Amazon Flex, for Deliv, for any of these companies, you should definitely be subscribed to this channel with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any of my videos. I pretty much just post every day, so you don't want to miss them. And if all of you guys could kindly smack that like button down below, I'd greatly appreciate it. So what's up to everybody who is here that is live, as this is a live stream. Okay, so for those of you guys who are new, that are looking to sign up for UberEATS, a few things you need to keep in mind. Uber/UberEATS, you need to pass a background check. I've had a few people in the past few days talk to me and say that they've been having issues with their background checks. Unfortunately, this is not something you have a lot of control of in the current moment. What's up, April? What's up, Eric? The problem with this is if you have a criminal record, if there's some issue you have, with an arrest or some, domestic violence issue or whatever it is, it can affect you being accepted into UberEATS. So I would definitely reach out to Uber and see, how the best way is to go about it, about maybe, getting past that or proving that everything is okay now. That I'm not 100% on because I've never had a criminal record, so I can't relate to that exactly. Things to keep in mind also, your vehicle. What's up, Richard, Freddie, how are you? Your vehicle is absolutely an important thing. If the car, I believe, if it's older than the year 1999, 2000, you're not going to be able to do UberEATS deliveries. I know for Uber, they required the oldest vehicle you could have, I believe, was like 2002, 2003, 2004, around that area. But let's face it, if you have a car that's within the 2000s, you'll be good to go. That's not a problem. And up. I can't get on UberEATS. They keep wanting you to do UberX first. That's interesting. I would definitely submit a support ticket for that. Hey Pete, only worth doing UberEATS if bonuses are $5 for every delivery, otherwise you'll be broke. Well, it all depends. Another thing is once you are finally accepted for UberEATS, keep in mind that there are parameters, I should say, that is pretty important to keep in mind. Mainly for the fact that you're only going to be allowed to deliver in certain places. Now, this varies from market to market. So definitely when you sign up, it'll tell you what parameters you're allowed to stay in. I know because I'm in the New York City suburbs, I'm only really allowed to deliver in the suburbs. Supposedly we could deliver in Manhattan and parts of the city, but I'm not 100% on that. But other things to keep in mind, once you are finally accepted to UberEATS. What's up, Electronic Life? How are you? Once you are finally accepted to UberEATS, a few things to keep in mind for sure is the fact that you are going to basically be your own boss. You're not going to have a direct boss looking over your shoulder. Now, Uber can GPS track you at all times. They know where you are. They know how long you're taking to get your deliveries done. But with that being the case, do not let that scare you in any way. And also the fact that you can go online and start making deliveries at your own leisure. Whatever time you want to go online, you're able to go online, which is a great thing because when you have a job, you have a set schedule, you have a set time you have to be there, you have a set time you have to clock out. Not with Uber or UberEATS. So keep these things in mind. Okay? But going forward with that, the ways you're going to want to make the most amount of money possible are going to absolutely be during promotions, Quest promotions, and during your 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock lunch rush, and then your 6 o'clock until your 9 o'clock p.m. Dinner rush. Where in my area it happens to be a 1.2 boost. And basically what boost is, if you would normally make $5 on a delivery, multiply that by 1.2, and then that's what you're actually going to be getting. And that's during those peak times, like the peak hours. So please keep that in mind. When you're working on off-peak hours, the deliveries are going to be a lot less. I mean, I've seen some delivery payouts as low as like $3.50, $3.80, which is really, really low. But typically, that is if someone is right around the corner, like you're picking up at a McDonald's and then it's right around the corner or something like that. You're going to probably be making a lower amount. But that's where, if you're doing that same delivery during a boost time, you're going to make more money. That's the lowest I've ever seen, Michael Newton, $2.80. That is absolutely incredibly low. Woo! But keep in mind, guys, you definitely want to be competitive during those boost times. Now, there's a part of my market where there's a 2.0 section because I guess not enough drivers were going there, so UberEATS is pushing to have more drivers there at that time, or at least as whenever they're offering the promotion. Now, the Quest promotions tend to come and go. Basically, it's UberEATS' way of saying, if you do 15 deliveries, we'll give you an extra $15. If you do 25 deliveries, we'll give you an extra $30 or an extra, $50 or whatever. Every single market is different. Every single driver has a different amount of quests. I've actually even heard in some instances that certain Quest promotions are per driver based on their performance. I don't know if that's 100%, but it's a rumor that I've heard. It could be. Everybody watching right now, if you're still here, I'd greatly appreciate it. We have 20 people watching. Can we get 20 likes? Let's see. Definitely hit that like button if you're still here. So, Robert, you're good to go. No problem. So continuing with what I'm saying, there are a lot of things to keep in mind as you're driving. Absolutely always be diligent, always be courteous, always be professional, always be on your guard, because you're going to be delivering to all sorts of different places. You're going to be delivering to places that you're maybe not familiar with. You could be delivering to neighborhoods that aren't maybe the best places to be, And all of these things need to be kept in mind when you're working where you're working. Typically, Uber/UberEATS will give you offers or rides or orders or whatever based on your location and how far away you are from that restaurant where you're picking up from. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, not just that, but you also have the option to reject those orders that are maybe too far away. Typically, as a rule of thumb, you don't want to be rejecting orders all day necessarily, but because I believe Uber will put you in a form of timeout, which I believe is like a 5 to 10 minute waiting period because you've been rejecting too many orders. But keep this in mind because, if UberEATS tends to send drivers like delivery offers that are super far away, like I'm talking 15 minutes away, 18 minutes away. I've seen upwards of like 20 minutes away. Do not accept those orders unless it is an absolutely slow, dead day and you're desperate. But keep in mind, because I've done that mistake before where I've driven 18 to 20 minutes out of the way and I did a delivery during an off-peak time that was right around the corner. So I drove 18 minutes out of the way to wait for an order that was right around the corner and I made like $4. It's just not worth it. Mathematically, it just doesn't make sense with the gas and all that stuff. It just doesn't make sense. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Anything over 12 minutes, I don't go unless I can get to that area faster than what they estimate. That's true. Hey, Zeus, that's a very good point. Typically, yes, I would say keep your rule of rejection from 10 minutes to 12 minutes away. That's something to keep in mind. Now for something that's a little bit lousy. When you do accept an order, unfortunately, it does not show you the destination. And this is a huge issue. Uber is notorious for this, and they do this so that drivers don't cherry pick orders to where they're going to. Now, other platforms like Grubhub and DoorDash and Postmates, I believe, these platforms will tell you the destination of where they're going to. So it allows you to cherry pick a little bit, but in a different way. But like I said, as a rule of thumb, typically you're going to want to be working orders that are 10 to 12 minutes away or less. That's just something to keep in mind. You have the option of clicking the little no thanks button at the top left corner of your screen when you're accepting orders. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Also, big thing that a lot of people don't utilize, Uber and UberEATS mask your phone number. And what does this mean? They mask your phone number, meaning that your phone number, if your phone number is 203-771-7375, I just made that number up, Uber will change the number to something else, like 203-665-2707. And that's the number that the customer will see as a text message or a phone call. So it protects your identity and it protects you from receiving unwanted phone calls and text messages once the delivery is completed. So definitely be utilizing these features, because these are the kinds of things that are going to potentially make every single trip or order or offer or whatever you want to call it, or fare, it's going to make it a lot simpler and a lot easier. Plus, another thing that's great is that through UberEATS and Uber, the customer can track you from the point that you start the delivery from the restaurant, once you have the food, all the way to their destination. So 9 times out of 10, they're watching you. So make sure you're not going way out of the way. Get to that destination as soon as humanly possible and utilize the calling and text messaging features. As soon as you leave from the restaurant, you should be sending a text message to the customer saying, "Hi, this is John with UberEATS. I'm your delivery driver. I have your food. I'm on the way to your location. Is there anything that I should know before I get there?" Most people won't respond, but I would say 3 or 4 times out of 10, you'll get a response saying, make sure you come in through the side door, don't ring the bell, or whatever. Things like that you should definitely keep your eyes open for. And most times they'll be like, nope, no problem, I'll be waiting. Another little trick is, as you get closer and closer to the destination, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to send a text message. Thank you, Samumba. You're going to want to send a text message telling them, hey, I'm about a minute or 2 away, just letting you know. Basically what this does is it avoids the whole nonsense of a customer not answering their door. Most times the customer is at their door or outside waiting for you to get there, and it's amazing. You're just like, here you go, bam, done. After you're done with your delivery, before you complete everything, send an automated text to the customer. Yes, communication is very important to get you in and out faster. When you're actually done with the delivery, but like I said, before you end the trip, make sure you send an automated text that you save in your notes or something that you copy and paste saying, thank you for choosing UberEATS. You may now rate your delivery experience and leave a tip for your driver. It looks like it comes from Uber and it looks professional, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You're utilizing all of the tools that UberEATS is giving you. Use them. Trust me, use them, because most people don't tip with UberEATS. It's just the way it is. And if you're an UberEATS driver and you're watching this video just for a refresher or whatever, you know this. you know that UberEATS customers are just, they're just not into it. I hate when I get text from my driver, LOL, reason I don't do it. Well, Aaron, if your driver is texting you to find out about your day, or just making small talk, it's unnecessary. But to keep it professional and keep it streamlined so that you can get in and out and on to the next delivery, I would recommend you use it constantly. I probably average $10 a week in tips. Nicholas, unfortunately, that's not too uncommon. It's sad. But moving on, these are the things to really, especially if you're brand new, these are things that you should absolutely be keeping in mind. And these are the things that you should absolutely be utilizing to make the most money possible. Now, the fact of the matter is, UberEATS deliveries, typically you're not going to make a lot of money. You're just not. The average delivery is going to be anywhere from $4 to $6. Again, depending on your boost, depending on the Quest promotions, depending on the area, depending on how far it is. Because I can tell you as a rule of thumb, if as soon as you accept the delivery, you pick up the food and as soon as you mark the green swipe thing to start the delivery. It'll tell you if the delivery is roughly 10 minutes away, figure you're probably gonna make about $4, $5, $6. But if it's like 15 minutes away, you're gonna be making that $7, $8. But the good thing about Uber Eats compared to like Grubhub, for instance, is that Uber Eats deliveries tend to be more frequent and more consistent, whereas Grubhub deliveries tend to die out at times. Since Uber and Uber Eats is like the granddaddy of the delivery services out there, more people are aware of it, therefore more people are ordering food more frequently, if that makes sense. But basically, Uber Eats is great for consistency, not so good for payouts. Grubhub, for instance, is usually great for payouts, not so good with consistency. If there was a way that Grubhub and Uber Eats could come together, that would be incredible, and just share the features. How great would that be? Thumbs up if you think that would be awesome. Like if the consistency with orders with Grubhub was more often and you had to wait less. I feel like with Uber Eats, you don't do as much waiting as you do with Grubhub. And I'm going to make another video about signing up with Grubhub and all that stuff. But I think I covered the majority of the important stuff. If I left anything out, please leave a comment down below. Uber Hub merger, there you go. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know in the comment section. But if you have not signed up for Uber or Uber Eats yet, I have my sign up link in the description down below. Click that link and sign up. You'll get $50, I'll get $50, everybody wins. In some areas, it's way higher. I actually just received from someone that signed up under my account, he got $225 and I got $225 for doing nothing. So thank you to Uber, thank you to Uber Eats for that, because that was awesome. And I personally sent that guy an email thanking him for doing that. So keep these things in mind, guys. So use my link down below. And like I said, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Don't forget to slap that thumbs up button down below. I'd love to see if we can get 100 likes or more on this video. That'd be awesome. Definitely follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Those links are also in the description. And also definitely subscribe to all of my other channels. I'd really, really appreciate it. I have the 3 of them down below. My daily vlog, PTD Vlogs, my other channel, Team PTD, where I do special announcements, and I have my bonus channel, Pete Uploads a Lot. Subscribe to all of those. Let me know if you subscribe. But that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm going to head out there and start doing some more deliveries, so I hope this helped you out. And welcome to Uber and Uber Eats, guys. Thanks for watching right here on Paid to Drive. Get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling. And I'll see all of you guys next time right here on Paid to Drive. Take care, everybody. See you later. Peace.